Hi guys, so today we are going to be playing the Low Province map in Age of History 2. Without anything more to say, let's get straight into the video. We are going to be playing Germany. And the goal is to conquer all of Europe. I am not including Russia. So we are going to start with the economy being fixified, which is going to consist of fixing our treasury and also putting in our technology points. So as you can see, we put into income taxation, income production, and we are going to put 15 into military upkeep and the remaining 15 into research. So now you can see that we are making a lot of money, 3,000 per turn, and we are going to recruit some troops so that we can take on our first target, which is going to be the Netherlands. So to start our war, we go into diplomacy and click declare war. And then we just send all of our troops straight in, which gives us an easy win. Then we can open peace negotiations. We click on the province to take it, click send demands, and now the Netherlands is ours. Now, because we took that piece of the Netherlands, we're going to have to assimilate it. So we're going to click assimilate, confirm, and now wait a bit for it to be assimilated. You can see that it is now 80%, which is fine. So now we, if I can get back. Now, we can start getting ready for our next target, which is going to be Belgium. Now I think we have enough troops for Belgium, so we can do the same thing, click declare war, and send everybody to Belgium, which gives us another easy win. Now we can open negotiations and take the entire country. Which will give us another country. So now again, we're gonna have to assimilate, and we just go to the next turn for the provinces to be assimilated. Now that they are assimilated, we can we are going to look in diplomacy to see if there's a country that likes us. It appears there is. No, that is annoying. Which means, so now we can't get an ally. Whatever. Now we're going to get to our next target, which is France. Now, because France is a way bigger nation, we're going to need a lot more troops to do a successful war against France. But I think this is going to be enough. As you can see, we have about 27,000. So now we do the same thing, click declare war, and now we can do a war against France, which is hopefully going to be a win. Yes. Now we have won our first major war, the war against France. And now we can again open negotiations, claim the entire country, and now it is ours. You know the drill. Now we assimilate, and then we're off to do our next fight. Which is going to be against Spain. So Spain is a bigger country, so it's gonna fight back more than the previous countries that we've done. So we're going to need more troops. $30,000 should be more than enough. Now we start a war against Spain, and hopefully win. Yes, we won, easy win. Now we claim the entirety of the country. And now we are going to get ready for our next war, which is going to be against the United Kingdom. So this is going to take stupid amounts of troops. So here I'm recruiting stupid amounts of troops. $34,000, we probably need a few more. Alright, I forgot to assimilate. So let's get some more troops. Now we can go into the water with the troops and declare war on the United Kingdom. Now we can land the 48,000 troops into the United Kingdom and easily take it out. Looks like I overestimated the amount of troops that we needed, but that's not a problem. Now we can set demands for the entire country. Now we assimilate, as always. Next up we have Ireland. So now we just declare war on Ireland. Easily win, and oh, I forgot to click on the thing to take the entire country. Whatever. So we're going to have to return to Ireland later. That is fine, because we are going to go after Iceland. And this time not forget to claim the entire country. Now we can look back at the rest of Europe with our first target being Czechia. Now that we have more than enough troops, we are going to declare war on Czechia and probably easily win. Yes. Next, we are going to go after Austria, which should make winning against Italy a lot easier. So we are going to need more troops than this. So we are going to recruit a bunch in France, and 17,000 should be enough. Now we declare war on Austria. This should be an easy win. That is annoying. That is very annoying. Not an easy win, but we did win. Let's see if somebody likes us now. Oh, Denmark really likes us. Can we do an alliance? Totally not. Okay. Now to do the assimilating. And now we are going to just let everything assimilate. Oh, come on. Sweden is attacking us. Sweden is very annoying. Hopefully we can contain this, which should be easy. That is annoying. But now we can go up into Sweden and take the entire country. Hopefully. No, we cannot. But now we are going to just try to get peace with Sweden. Surprisingly, that actually worked. So now we are at peace with Sweden, and now we are actually going to go for Italy, doing Switzerland first. This should be enough troops. Now we're going to declare war on Switzerland. Whatever, I cannot figure out how to access Switzerland. It is very annoying. Now we can start a war against Italy. This is not going that well. I was expecting this to go a lot better because Italy is not that big of a nation. It looks like we probably can win this war. But again, it is very annoying. So we should probably be able to do this. Yes. Now we can claim the entirety of Italy. Now that we are probably one of the biggest, we are probably the biggest province-wise. No, that is Russia. With 32, we have 17 provinces. Next up, we are going to attack Romania. We are going to do Serbia, which for some reason looks like Yugoslavia in the low province map. But whatever. So we have like 23,000 troops. Because Iceland for some reason has the most recruitable population, we are going to recruit a bunch from there. Telling them to immediately go down to down there so that we have enough troops to take on Romania. Now we can declare war on. No, because I forgot that we bordered Romania. Right here, so I am also going to have to put troops in the northern Italian province. Why did Angola and Syria declare war on me? That is annoying. Just peace, please, and peace, please. That surprisingly worked. I did not expect that to work. Why did it say that Angola was a great power? Huh? Angola does not look like a great power. Whatever. Back to Romania, which is hopefully going to get deleted. So we are going to declare war on Romania with more than enough troops. And we can get the entirety of Romania. Now we are going to go after Slovakia and Hungary at the same time, which should be pretty easy. Except if for some reason they have bonkers amounts of troops, which they probably do not. So now we can go against Hungary and Slovakia at the same time. So it looks like Hungary didn't have enough troops to stop us, but Slovakia did. So we are taking minor casualties because of that, which is very annoying. That is actually surprising. We should be able to clean everything up now on this turn. Yes. Oh, come on. That is annoying. Slovakia is annoying. Okay. That should let me that should let me take Hungary and Slovakia, which should clean up the map quite a bit. Yeah, the map is a lot cleaner. Remember in the beginning of the video, they all look like this, cluttered with flags and stuff? It really does not look like that now, because we have taken over most of the continent. Next we are going to go further south, and do Bulgaria and Greece. I am not counting Turkey in this because that would just be annoying. So now we should just spam next turn for this stuff to be assimilated. Let's see, is everything assimilated? As you can see from the province stability map, most things are mostly assimilated, but not completely. So I'm going to spam spacebar to go to the next turn. And now everything is assimilated, and we can get enough troops to win this war, hopefully. That it should be enough. I don't think any of these countries will have more than 20,000 troops. So now we can also declare war on Greece. And now we can offer peace to Greece and also offer peace to Hungary. So now all we really have left is Ireland, Portugal, the Nordics, and also the Baltics, and I don't know what to call this area. Central Eastern Europe. Okay? Can call it that. So we are going to assimilate a bunch. Let all of that happen. What? Huh? What happened? Why am I suddenly losing money? Oh, probably because of inflation. I'm just going to invest a bunch into some provinces to get my money down so that I am I do not have so much money, is what I am trying to say. I'm going to invest in like my most economically powerful provinces, which is probably going to be like Paris, Berlin, London, and probably also Madrid, and also Rome. And I am also doing Milan, and I should also probably do like Budapest. And of course I'm going to be Athens because I am the Athens mapper. That got my money a bunch down. Which made me go from losing money to making like 20,000 per turn. Oh, I finally got another research point. That for some reason took way too long. I am going to put a bunch of money into research so that I get research points a bit faster. I am going to do the Nordics now so that I don't have to worry about them. I am going to be trying to do this all in one. So I am going to recruit bonkers amounts of troops. Just for the laws. So now I am compacting all of my troops into one province so that I can see how many troops I have more easily. From what I can see, I have big amounts of troops, which is fun because it's big numbers. So it looks like I have 86,000, which should be more than enough for 3 countries. Step 1 is going to be deleting Denmark, which should be easy peasy. Step 2 is going to be probably the hardest one, deleting Sweden. So I'm going to make several landings all over Sweden so that my attack is harder to contain. Also, each one of these landings is going to be 13,000 around. This one's going to be 30,000. Troops, so that is going to be very hard to contain. Oh my, what is China doing to Russia? Okay. So the amount of troops that I have here should be enough to deal with Sweden, but I am not sure. I am probably going to have to recruit even more to do Finland, which is annoying. Now I can oh, Sweden also has these islands. And Denmark also has Greenland, which should not be a big problem. Tunisia, chill. 7,000 troops was totally unneeded. Okay though. In this game, you can play 2 different ways. One is annihilate absolutely everything, to make your economy ginormous, or you can just slowly make your economy better and better. Because the first one is faster, I am doing that so that I do not bore you with a 3-hour video. This video is probably going to be about like an hour and a half. If you are enjoying the video so far, consider leaving a like or subscribing to the channel. Now back to the video. So, we are trying to get rid of the Nordics, which, as you can see, is going pretty well. It is going to be a bit annoying dealing with Finland, because it has a lot of troops, like 10,000, and because the advantage for troop losses goes to the defender, I am going to lose a lot of troops. Like, this is probably gonna need like 20,000. I think that should be alright. I'm just going to add a few more to here. I am also going to just recruit some and take them up there. Now I am going to declare war on Finland. So step 1 is going to be getting rid of this tiny thing that they have in Norway. Now we are going to take all of these troops up into Finland. And now that they are there, we can use the 20,000 troops to finish off Finland. Now we're going to open peace negotiations, and now we have taken the entirety of the Nordics. That probably gives us biggest country? No, second biggest country. China is a bit bigger. They have 42 provinces, we have 34, so we are 8 provinces behind. I think I understand how they have 42 provinces. But this is probably going to lead us to being first or second. Now we are going to do the Baltics. First, we are going to delete Estonia. Do not recommend doing this. This would actually be pretty bad for the world. It would erase the best Eurovision song ever. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't know what I'm talking about. So, Estonia is being extremely annoying, forcing me to recruit way more troops than ideal. I was only expecting this to take like 20,000, but whatever. These 15,000 should be enough. Come on! Like, how many do I need? I hope that this is going to be enough. Canada being very annoying. Come on. I was hoping that they wouldn't attack up there. I am going to bring these 8,000 down and recruit that. I am going to. Canada is in a very bad spot. With only 2 provinces. I'm going to offer peace. I don't know why they thought that it would be a good bet to attack me, but whatever. Back to recruiting a lot of troops for Estonia with that brief interruption. So I hope that these are going to be enough troops, because if they are not, I do not know what I am going to do. Hopefully 38,000 is enough. Finally. That was 56,000 casualties on my side. That is very annoying. I'm going to take the entire country, obviously. What? Why does Estonia exist? Oh my. What did I click on? Whatever. Hopefully these 20,000 are going to be enough for class. They are not. Very annoying. Hopefully we can amass and I feel like this video is getting pretty long. It is. So far I have been recording for 50 minutes. I am going to leave this here so that I don't make a very long video. and I'm going to make a part 2 like next week probably. I'm leaving it here. Next week I am going to finish everything. So hopefully you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, leave a like or subscribe or do both or leave a comment or do everything. Again, hopefully you enjoyed. I'm making a part 2 next week. And special thanks to every single one of my subscribers. Thank you so much, every one of my subscribers, because of the support that you have shown over the last like 10 months that I have had this channel or something.